a really quick, really mean thigh work series today. So we're going to do some pretty intense single leg work, and then we will round it all out working both thighs equally. It's going to be really quick. It is going to be really challenging. I'm going to be fully honest with you, but we can do this. And then you're just got it done for the day. Yeah? Let's do it. We're going to start in feet in parallel. Breathe. Heels under the sits bones. Stand really tall. Your hands can come to prayer or your hips, absolutely your choice. I want you to inhale, and as you do that, you're going to hinge your torso forward. Now on your exhale, I want you to take your hips back and bend your knees, coming into a squat position. Now push through the heels, stand all the way up. Do that again. Inhale, hinge the torso forward, hips go back. Keep taking the hips back as you bend the knees, so the knees really stay back behind the toes. Inhale here. Exhale, push through the heels, stand all the way up. You're going to do that one more time. Inhale, hinge the torso forward. Exhale, bend the knees, reach the hips back. Inhale. Exhale, stand all the way up. Let your hands go and just take a squat and stand. Go, squat and stand. So this is your warm-up. We are going to take our warm-up right into the thigh work, and you'll notice that our warm-up is absolutely thigh work as well. But it's moving, it's flowing, so you're really starting to get your alignment and get a little bit of heat building before we start to isolate one leg at a time and challenge your balance. Now, I do not care what you do with your hands here. Whatever feels best for you is just fine by me. You have 4 more. Go. 4, 3, 2. You're going to hold your hips low. Hands can come to the chest. Hold them there. Lift the heart up. Reach the hips back. Stay low. Tap. Right toe. Center. Tap. Left toes. Center. Go. Tap. Center. Tap. So as you tap, you're starting to engage through the outer glutes. You're starting to find a little bit of balance on one leg. So now starting to establish the feet pressing down into the floor, heels and big toe mount. So even though in this squat position, the majority of your weight should be back into your heels, you're absolutely pressing big toe mount and pinky toe mount in as well. All 10 toes are relaxed and spreading wide. Go. 4, 3, 2, last one. You're going to hold it low, lift that right heel up. So you're just putting more weight into the left foot. From here, go, little down, little down, little down, little drop. Starting to isolate into the left leg. So most of your weight into your left heel. You have a little bit of support through the big toe mount on the right foot. Go, little down, little down. Now, if you start to feel this in your low back, that's a great cue that you really want to pull the abdominals in a little more. Hug the front low ribs in and take the tops of the ears a little bit longer so that the back of the neck stays long, the chest stays open, and most importantly, the core stays firing so that you're supporting the length of your low back. You press for 8, 7, 6. You're here for 4, 3, 2, stay low. Take this right leg, keep the heel lifted, but step out behind your mat slightly so now you're externally rotated, just slightly. I'm in a slightly externally rotated position, so a little turned out squat, if you will. That right heel is still lifted. My weight is still down into my left heel, but now I'm opening up just slightly so I get a little more heat building into my left inner thigh. Hips go, little down, little down, little down. So now I've turned my body towards that front right corner of my mat. Hips are square to that front right corner, and I'm continuing to pull the hips back so the majority of the weight is into this left heel still. So you're still working that left quadricep, but for me, I feel a lot more heat building into my left inner thigh here. Yes. Keep going. Go. Little press, little press, little press. Beautiful. You're here for 8, 7, 6. You're here for 4, 3, 2. Take that right foot, tap it in. Take that right foot, tap it out. So you come parallel squat and turned out squat. Go, parallel squat and turned out squat. Hips square to me, hips square to the right corner of your mat. Yes, bring it in. Step it out. Now if it's too intense to keep that right heel lifted, lower it to the mat anytime. You're starting to feel a lot of heat build, I'm hoping, into this left quadricep. Yes, and take it back. 4 more, in and back. Yes, 3 more, go in and back. 2 more, it's in and back. Last one. Now I want you to hold that turned out squat. I want you to take a big inhale. Big exhale, hips sink lower. Yes. Now from here, step back to your parallel squat. Extend those right toes out to the right. So now you're in this lateral lunge. Go a little down, little up, little down, little up, little down, little up. Yes. Inner thighs are pressing away from each other. I'm continuing to pull this left hip back. And I promise you that the next set of thigh work will have your chest lifted. So you get a little relief if you're starting to feel some heat build in the back body. You're here for 8, 7, 6. You're here for 4, 3, 2. Inhale. Exhale, quarter turn to the left. And step that right foot back, lifting the chest up. This front left knee stays bent. So you're in a nice high lunge here. But the back leg is long. Gorgeous. Now from here, I want you to bend that back knee down. Lengthen it out. Back right leg drops. Back right leg lengthens. So my left knee is staying bent at 90 degrees as much as possible. I'm just bending that back knee, dropping lower and lengthening. Shoulders stay stacked over the hips. Heart stays lifted. 2 more. Take it down. Take a lift. Last one goes down. Now I want you to hold that length through that back right leg. This front left hip is going to pull back. Back right hip's going to draw forward so you're nice and square through the pelvis. Inhale, send the fingertips up. Exhale, hinge the torso forward. Scoot the arms back behind you. It's inhale, lift. It's exhale, hinge. It's inhale, lift. You've got this. Exhale, hinge. Yes. Inhale, lift. Exhale, hinge. Last one goes up. Take it forward. Now reach the fingertips up. Hold. Soften the shoulders and bend that left knee deeper. You're almost there. You're here for 8. You're here for 7. Left knee deeper. 6. Hips square off. Yes. Go for 3, 2. Quarter turn face me. External rotation. Turn the legs out. Wide turn out. Reach it up and down. Arms go reach. Arms go squeeze. It's lift and lower. This feels amazing. Wide turn out has never felt better. Just a little reprieve before we take the right leg. Go for 3, 2. Hips are going to stay low. Hands can come to your hips, or if you want that extra arm work, by all means extend them out. Just here for a moment. Press the thighs back, hold. A little back hold. So inner thighs are butterflying open. Heels are pressing down. Go 4. Go 3. Yes. Go 2. Hold it there. Inhale. Exhale. Hinge the torso forward. Rotate the legs to parallel and heel toe walk. The feet back in. Let's go. A little down, a little down, a little down. When you're ready, lift the left heel up, taking most of the weight into the right foot. Right heel drives down. You have the big toe mound and the pinky toe mound on the left foot pressing into the mat to help stabilize you. Hips are drawing back. Chest is lifted. And really use your exhale to wrap the sides of the waist in so the core is drawing in and back to help support the neutral pelvis and the neutral spine, meaning you're not arching, you're not rounding, you're nice and long. And then bring your attention to this right quadricep, because that's where we're going to feel the heat. You're here for 8, 7, 6. You're here for 4, 3, 2. Take this left foot, step it out. So it's back behind the mat. Hips are square to this front left corner of my mat. External rotation, so inner thighs are rotating open. You're here, little down, little drop, little drop, little drop. So you'll notice you're far less turned out, far less externally rotated than you are when we take our legs wide and have our chest lifted. I would say your feet are at like 10 and 2 here, maybe 11 and 1 even, versus in a wide turnout. You probably have a little bit more rotation. You might not, that's totally fine. That's okay. But don't be afraid to take this a little more shallow so that you really get a little different part of the quadricep working here. 8 more, I go 8, 7, 6. You're here for 4, 3, 2, left foot steps in parallel. Left foot steps out, turned out. So hip square to me, hip square to the left corner of your mat. Bring it in, step it out, yes. Bring it in, step it out. Right heel drives down into the mat. And right foot, right leg are not moving. It's just the rotation of your pelvis around the head of that right femur bone, right? So I'm rotating my pelvis square. I'm rotating it open, yes. Bring it in, open out. 4 more, go 4, 3, 2, hold the open, inhale. Exhale, lower. Press yourself back to that parallel position. Extend the left toes out. Lateral lunge, barely any weight into that left big toe. Drop your hips, let's go. Little drop, little drop, little drop, little drop. The next variation will be your chest lifted. So let this be heat building for the whole back body. That's okay. We don't want pain. We don't want discomfort. But a heat, a strengthening, that's great. Go, little drop, little drop. Your quarter turning to the right in 4, 3, 2, quarter turn to the right. Step that left foot back a little farther behind you so that you can bend this front right knee deeply. Knee stacks right over the ankle. Chest lifts, the shoulders stack over hips. Inhale. Exhale, back knee. Inhale, you lengthen. Exhale, back knee hovers. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, hover. This back left hip is drawing forward, and this front right hip is pulling back. So you're nice and square to the pelvis. You continue to weight down to that front right heel. 2 more, hover, and lengthen. Last one goes hover. Hold that length, and inhale, sweep the fingertips up overhead. Exhale, hinge the torso forward, sweep the arms back behind you like an airplane position. It's inhale, lift. Exhale, hinge. Inhale, lift. Exhale, hinge. Nothing is changing in the shape of my legs. I'm just hinging my torso forward and lifting it up. 2 more. Hinge it forward. Lift it up. Last one. Hinge it. Now I want you to hold that lift. Bend that front right knee a little deeper and hold it here. 8, 7, pubic bone draws up. Belly is strong, yes. 4, 3, you're turning to face me. And 2, rotate, face me to wide, turn out 1 more time. So again, this time we might have a little bit more external rotation. Chest is gonna stay lifted. Shoulders stack over hips as much as possible. If you don't have that hip flexibility, lean forward, that's okay. Just press the heels down into the mat and squeeze them in. Do it again. Press the heels down, squeeze them in. 2 more. Press it down, squeeze it in. Last one. Now hold that squeeze in with the heels and drop the hips. Go a little drop, little drop. Again, if you want some arm work here, extend the arms. If you want more, you can take it palms up, palms back, palms up, palms back. If you're like, lady, this said thigh work, I want thigh work only, then go and take your hands to your hips. It's your class. You get to do that. 8 more presses. Go. 8, 7, 6. You're here for 4, 3, 2. Hold it. Inhale. Exhale, go lower. Again, inhale. Exhale, go lower. Breathe. Hold. Maybe send the fingertips up. This is it. Breathe. Get lower. Inhale. Exhale. 4, 3, 2. Rotate the legs to parallel forward. Fold up and over the legs. You can sway the hips from side to side if that feels good for you. You can let the head be heavy. Maybe sway the head, shaking it out, yes and no. Inhale. Exhale. Soften the knees. Drop the tail and gently roll yourself up. Step your feet together. Feel free to grab something for some balance. And catch the left foot with the left hand. Squeeze the inner thighs together. Slide that left knee back as you press the pubic bone forward in opposition. So you're not letting yourself arch here. Pubic bone draws forward and you push the foot back in opposition to that. So you really get a stretch through the whole length of the front side of the left thigh. Big inhale. Big exhale. Gently release that foot. Flex the left heel and press it down into the mat. You can bend that right knee as much as you need to hinge yourself forward and take a nice calf and hamstring stretch here. So pulling the left toes back toward your forehead, squaring the hips off, and really lengthening through the whole spine and down the back side of that whole left leg. One more big breath in. Exhale gently. Roll yourself up and switch sides. Right foot comes into the right hand. Squeeze the inner thighs together. Slide the right knee back. And then from there, let your pubic bone draw forward so you maintain neutral through the whole low spine. I feel like this stretch always makes me think of PE in middle school, but let's try to make it a little, maybe more advanced. Really think about the alignment of your body here. If you keep the pubic bone drawing forward and the thigh bone drawing back, you're gonna get a lot more action in this stretch. You're gonna get a lot more out of it. You can also get a nice chest opener here if you really press the foot back. Inhale. Exhale. Not that there's anything wrong with middle school PE, it's fantastic. Release that foot. Flex through the right foot. Hinge the hips back and the torso forward, getting a nice stretch for the whole back side of the right leg. Now, if you prefer to round your spine here, you're absolutely welcome to do that. I like this little lift because I feel like it gets me a little deeper into my calf muscles on the right side. One more time, big breath in, big breath out. Gently stand yourself up. You made it. 20 minutes, you're done. Awesome work. I hope to see you again next week when I will be back with another brand new barre class. Have a great day.